Have you ever stumbled upon old maps showing a vast, mysterious empire called Tartaria, stretching across much of Asia? It's a name that sparks curiosity, hinting at a lost chapter of our past. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of Tartaria, not the conspiracy theory, but the real, historical region that once dominated our world maps. What was it? Who lived there? And why did it disappear? Let's uncover the secrets of the Tartarian Empire. For centuries, from the Middle Ages all the way to the 19th century, European cartographers and explorers used the term Tartary or Tartaria to label a huge, largely unknown territory. This wasn't a single, unified empire in the way we think of the Roman or British empires. Instead, Tartaria was a blanket term for the vast lands of Central Asia, Siberia, and parts of Eastern Europe, areas inhabited by various nomadic and semi-nomadic Turkic and Mongol peoples. So where did the name come from? It's a bit of a mix-up. The name Tartar was originally associated with the Tatars, one of the many tribes that became part of Genghis Khan's Mongol Empire in the 13th century as the Mongol hordes swept westward. Their fearsome reputation preceded them, Europeans, terrified by their conquests, associated them with Tartarus, the deep abyss of torment from Greek mythology. This linguistic blend of Tatar and Tartarus created the term Tartar, which Europeans then applied to the people and the lands they came from. In essence, Tartaria became the European name for the domain of the Tartars on old maps. You'll see Tartaria divided into different sections. There was Muscovite Tartary or Russian Tartary, referring to Siberia, which was gradually being conquered by the Tsardom of Russia. You had Chinese Tartary, which included regions like Manchuria and Mongolia, areas under the influence or control of the Chinese dynasties. And then there was independent Tartary, covering Central Asian Khanates like Bukhara and Khiva, which remained autonomous for a longer period. These weren't empty lands. This was the heart of the Silk Road, a bustling network of trade routes connecting east and west. Great cities like Samarkand and Bukhara were centers of science, art, and culture. Think of the magnificent, blue-tiled architecture of the Registan and Samarkand. That's the legacy of this region. The people of Tartaria weren't just one group. They were a diverse mosaic of cultures, including the descendants of the Mongol Empire. Various Turkic peoples and many others, they were skilled horsemen, formidable warriors, and masters of survival in the harsh steppes. The story of Tartaria's decline is a story of shifting power from the 16th century onwards. The powerful empires began expanding into this vast region, the Russian Empire from the west and the Qingdi. Nastian China from the east. Russia's expansion across Siberia was relentless, driven by the lucrative fur trade and a desire for territory. They built forts, established settlements, and gradually subdued the local tribes. From the east, the Qing dynasty consolidated its control over Mongolia and other regions, securing its northern borders by the 19th century. The world was changing rapidly. The age of sea travel had diminished the importance of a overland Silk Road. The Industrial Revolution gave European powers, especially Russia and Britain, unprecedented military and technological advantages. What was once independent Tartary became the stage for the Great Game, a strategic rivalry between the British and Russian empires for control and influence in Central Asia. Slowly but surely, the independent Khanates were absorbed into the Russian Empire. As cartographers gained more accurate geographical knowledge, the vague and sprawling Tartaria was replaced on maps with more precise political boundaries. Regions were renamed according to the empires that controlled them or the specific ethnic groups that lived there: Siberia, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Mongolia. These are the modern successors to the lands once labeled Tartaria. The name didn't disappear because of a conspiracy to hide history. It faded away as our understanding of the world's geography and politics became more detailed and accurate. So, the next time you see an old map with the Grand Tartarian Empire, you'll know the true story. It wasn't a single, monolithic empire with a hidden history, but a European term for a vast and diverse part of the world home to powerful nomadic confederations, legendary Silk Road cities, and a rich tapestry of cultures. The story of Tartaria is the story of the Mongol legacy, the rise and fall of empires, and the epic history of Central Asia itself, a history that is just as fascinating as any myth. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical journey. If you enjoyed unraveling the past with us, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let us know in the comments what piece of forgotten history you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious.